let's talk about speed and Alofoke.
Oh, that's the topic.
The people were waiting for.
Hot, hot.
Yes, it's true.
And what happened?
There was boxing in the streaming.
No.
And I'm not saying this to make it up. The speed team, it detected that there was boxing, and what I'm saying, I have the proof. Show me the post that they uploaded where Speed confirms that he is the #1 streamer in the world with more than 50 million subscribers on YouTube. That this hits Torano compared to Santiago. Santiago is a cockroach in front of him.
And that it didn't break it. He says that the record that I follow wasn't broken here.
Yeah?
Wasn't broken.
I'm gonna let you all talk. I'm gonna talk at the end.
Which is next in Indonesia. I think it was.
Show me this photo. Look, according to what it says there, the Speed team had reported that Speed's channel has sent him has a large amount of boxing for Alofoke daho bought me da say. In total, there were more than 1 million boxes of robots that don't speak, that don't give their opinion, that are simply there to alter the numbers, the metrics, l'bahim, and to make sure there are lots of views. Some are people, some are not. They're bots, they're robots. Now, why do I say this? Because Santiago spoke about that. Santiago spoke, and since I'm not going to risk it, I'm going to put David there. Show me the photo that I sent you of him. This photo. Show me, and then I'll put the audio so that people can hear what Santiago says about the alleged, I respect everyone's opinion.
As I told you, for me there were never 300k in his life.
For me, the figure is a question of ego.
He let himself get pressured by all the streamers over there.
I said, what, this and that?
Because that's where you find the views on YouTube. 100,000 subscribers too. When there were many technical explanations, there was a large audience yesterday. He sent me a lot of videos from people who didn't know him, who told me, wow. And the capital was paralyzed here. And like I told him, I really appreciate him being here. Everything points to me. I assume everything points to me because I'm the real guy. But they're trying to downplay the Dominican Republic.
How do you explain that?
There's no application.
Not supporting the Dominican Republic. That was his mistake. It wasn't 300k peak. Because I have the same contact that he has on YouTube. The record is in the Dominican Republic.
I know about me.
Now, if he wants that rhetoric, let him give it to him. But they can't stand the Dominicans' look and the Latinos. But the Dominicans' look, they can't stand it. If it weren't for this time, brother, we have the whole business model that they have in life.
Point the screen here. It was me who...
To leave it there.
With Santiago.
Well, I'm with Speed.
With Santiago.
Speed. No, he doesn't shoot himself in the foot.
He doesn't shoot himself in the foot. No, I can tell you what happened.
True that you shot him.
Lie. Lie.
Right?
Lie? And what's the point for Santiago? What's the point? Lie. What happens, I'm going to tell you, that's what happens with this guy. He has a tour, guys. If he says that he broke the record here, everything else will fall apart. His other tours will fall apart. He'll lose his mind about where he's going. He already has it. They have to invent something and say that it hasn't broken here yet to keep messing around and causing trouble. Let's go to Africa. Let's go there. Let's go here. To keep saying that he's going to break the record. If he says that he broke it here since it's already broken, then his whole tour will fall apart, asshole.
I disagree with you at all times. I apologize. I differ from you, Chanel, at all times.
Oh, I don't care.
Because Speed,
With all his heart.
what suits Speed is to continue breaking records or records. And when you say that he says and affirms that he broke a record here in the Dominican Republic, then it alienates him or lowers his reza artia. He lowers his reception in other countries. It is incorrect because the record is broken in Indonesia, I think it is. And he said in a post today, Junta, unfortunately, we did not break the record in the Dominican Republic because my team detected it. And I spoke to the people on YouTube, something like that, and they are but we did not pass 300K. The number one is still in Indonesia. That is, he claims it ill. Which makes me think and remember that Santiago Matias has always been accused of using voice. He has always been accused. So let him say it now. Let him say it now. An international streamer of the stature of Speed, who has more than 53 million followers on YouTube, let him say it, that his team detected more than 1,000, more than a million votes.
That is a lie.
So the focus is once again on Santiago Matias, and we ask ourselves, is it a myth? Is it true, or is it true that he uses bots? Santiago Matias
Uses bots.
So, a question. Shut up, mouth, you. The mouth that you don't know about this. Do you know what the hell? Talking play. A question that I'm going to ask you. So, Santiago Matias works with YouTube. Santiago Matias, how does he do it that YouTube doesn't realize it? I mean, how does he do it that YouTube? That Santiago has 1 million and something, 2 million connected there every day. It's to stop. How does YouTube not hate it then? How does YouTube? They're the ones who know when those things happen, the ones with phones. For those who don't understand, it's phones with all sorts of gadgets, 10,000, 100,000 devices connected to them. I know this now. With Santiago, why hasn't YouTube taken down the reality show? Why doesn't it tell him? Those aren't real people. Those are devices that are connected there. Why don't they take them down? Why? And I differ from you. Forgive me, Lucy. When you say that it suits him, no, I don't care. It doesn't matter that it suits him. It suits him. I don't understand when the lady here says that. That it suits him to break the record here. No, it doesn't suit him. We are Latinos. We are Latinos. We are the Dominican Republic.
What I said was that it suits him to continue breaking records.
Turn off the microphone.
No, don't pay me, because he's not saying words that I didn't say. I said that it suits Speed to continue breaking records and that he should break the record again here.
What happens is
That Speed,
Doesn't suit him. No.
what happens is that Speed takes care of his channel and got scared when the team detected the bots. Pedro said, fuck, wait, this isn't mine. This belongs to Santiago Matias. Take it away. That's you, and he got away from it right away.
No, you're with him, you're with the devil. You're the devil. I'm with the thing. Why? I'm gonna tell you something. And why, if he's so big, does he talk so much? That little monkey, or Luick. Well, but that monkey, why, if that monkey is so big and has 50 million followers, then we have to investigate where those followers come from. That's not real. Because if they're real, then he must only have connected at least 2 million of the 50 million he has.
there goes,
there's a truth. I'll give it to you, channel. I'll give it to you.
Hey, what's the deal?
Where was he broadcasting? On YouTube.
On YouTube. But, whoa, on which channel? This channel that has 54 million real subscribers.
With a badge that YouTube gave him.
All that is very good. All right? All that. Cool. All right? He's supposed to be the top guy, not Santiago.
No, Santiago, right? And if there are bots, Santiago can't activate the bots, right? To do it. And Aquari himself. Yes. Because it's him who brings him here. In other words, he makes the contact and personally guides him, showing him everything him. Gentlemen, if I told you that those tigers now want to discredit Santiago Bay because they see him as competition, the only guy who's gotten to him and taken him and Mr. B to task is Santiago. Santiago. The only guy who can compete with them is Santiago. And he goes, they're going to be so stupid and say, no, we got involved there. Because you were with Santiago, you didn't get involved there. If it had happened today, they would immediately canceled Santiago's reality show. No hesitation. It would have been gone in an instant. So we have to understand and comprehend this issue. Those tigers are breaking records. Yes, but who are they coming against here? And he thought he was going to eat with his lady. If that tiger comes alone, if that pity comes here alone and they let him,
loose on the street, if he doesn't hang out with Santiago, isn't it true the Tigers are going to chase him? No, of course not. But that many people don't know him, because many people do. Now, the cachet here and in Latin America is Santiago who has it. Forget about the rest, because all that apparatus and all that logistics were put together by Santiago. Yes, he can come in and achieve his goal, gentlemen. But here's another streamer who is here making a movie called Luisito Comunica. Luisito, have you heard any repercussions or anything? The press has highlighted that he is using Dominican locations to make a film called A Guru in Paradise. The press, a public relations job,
Not a streamer job like the one he did here.
yeah. And he was here, and look how well known he is, because that guy is well known, but he even gave a Subway guard a cookie, yeah? Because he didn't know who he was. I don't know if you're copying what I mean. So, taking this into account, don't take those stories with you. The one who needs to be beaten down, the one who needs to be shot at now and denounced that he does have a voice and discredited is Santiago, because the only one who follows on the heels of those Tigers is him here.
Speed says, Speed says what he says. Go. Hey, let's remember the video yesterday when he realizes that he has, I don't know how many millions connected, and he starts to cry because he broke the record, but at a super high level. He himself didn't believe it. So supposedly when the team reviewed, because they found something really strange, they realized that they were bots. What he interprets is that since the March and the Damex were in conjunction with Santiago Matias, then it was Santiago Matias' team that added bots to them.
If they had done it, Lucy shoots him down, he says. But that's what he says. But they have to manage that rhetoric. But come here.
Julio, there's something people don't understand. If Santiago is the leader, Santiago is with him there, and Santiago's followers, you are going to be sure that they're going to go to his channel, because Santiago tells them to support him, because he also wants to show what the Dominican Republic is all about. Asat, it's assumed that if they're broadcasting live and to break a record, it's assumed that Santiago's followers are going to go to support him. So they saw that as a device. Like, it's not that they're there. It's there. Not, hey, when he's surprised, how can he be surprised if he's supposedly the one with the power? But Santiago has 8 million and connects 2 million daily up by, and he has 50 and doesn't connect 300,000.
He was surprised because despite the 53 or 54 million he has, he had never connected so many people in a stream. So the fact that he has 50 million and connects far fewer, that's not the issue. But what surprised him at that moment and perhaps raised an alarm for the entire team that reviewed it. Now, what I found strange is that they reviewed it so quickly and realized that more than 1 million were bots.
Now I'm telling you to bring in Louis. Let's see. Yes, Louis, bring it. Let's see. I mean, and I'm not saying this with malice, or malice. No, I'm not saying that. Let Luis bring it. Let's see. To give you an example, right? So that we can see what the result is. Gentlemen, here, what works immediately is discredited. If Santiago has it, he has it. You may agree with him or not. You can say that the guy is a talker, that he's maniacal, that he's crazy, whatever you want. But what he's done has worked for him.
But you know what?
And that record thing, it's not true that those Tigers were gonna risk putting bots on him, because they would find out and take him down live. What? And who is better off keeping their number clear? And Santiago, because he has a thing there that many people are still saying things about because they're throwing mud at him, but he's also breaking records here. Who has built a house 1 and a house 2 by putting 2 million devices every day? Who has done it? And even today on the planet, many people understand that it hasn't taken off. Yaf.
I don't like intelligence. What I don't like is the twisted intelligence that Santiago Matias uses to play the victim in this situation. So right now on Planet Alofoke, he was talking to the audience and the participants, and he said, people, they don't want to give it to us, the Dominican Republic. I mean, he didn't personalize it, but rather generalized it, saying that they don't want to give it to the Dominican Republic, that they don't want to give it to the Republic, that other streamers don't want to give it to the Dominican Republic. And I understand that this unleashes a lot of hatred among people, among peers.
Not Santiago, they're gonna give it to Lucy, the Dominican Republic. A question. Hey, has Show Speed broken any Guinness records?
Right?
No more words, Your Excellency. Shut up. My word. Don't come at me and throw speed at me either, because they're sucking up
to those over there. That monkey who came to get drunk here, the one who's starving, eating fried food. Eating fried food, empty stuff.
I ask because you have to be consistent like I am.
I'm being straightforward.
The most incoherent being in life is this one.
How is it? Go on again.
I am the most consistent. I speak with proof.
Oh Lord, help me, Lord. Oh, come seek your people, God. Help me against help us. Come for your people.
I ask.
This is serious. Seriously, this is serious.
They are boycotting the thing.
No. Go on, Peter. Let's calm down. Go on.
Are you getting involved?
Because I am superior and I have depth in the subject, so...
And I am humble.
No, I am not humble.
No.
Already learned in life.
Ah, okay.
The question I would ask would be the following.
Let's see.
What need did Speed and his team have to reef over that they were putting boxes in his streaming so that Speed could break the record in the Dominican Republic, and that tomorrow it would be set outside the Dominican Republic that he broke the record because he was next to Atacuartele. That's my first question. My second question.
Oh, but you're asking too much.
Just one.
You have to answer out.
If he broke the record and he himself said, no, I didn't break the record, I had more than 1 million boxes.
To not give him to Santiago?
No, but what need he had to throw mud at him? What need did Speed have to throw mud at Alofoke? Look, gentlemen, they did it on purpose. Santiago Matias did it. He put boxes in Speed's live streaming so that the record would broken. Then Santiago will say tomorrow in his newspaper and with his chest open that Speed broke the record because he was next to him and because he was in the Republic.
How much hatred do you have for him, Santiago?
And maybe Speed, precise, so as not to say that he broke the record because he had Santiago by his side. Maybe he's dismantling the movie Mu-O. I think that this is a war of titans and egos that exists in this situation.
Second.
I'm asking once more. You've already asked a lot.
No, one question.
No, I'm asking once more.
And they can't answer me.
No, of course I'm going to answer it, and I'm going to dismantle it right now.
Answer it there.
And it's simple. Why are they going to dismantle the matter? You answered yourself because they were with Santiago. If they're not with Santiago, it doesn't reach the amount of saw that he had. That's the reality.
We're robots.
Okay, they can be whatever you want. Listen, they can be whatever they want. They were boxers. Okay. And you were going to stay with that. I was going to stay with that being the spoiled brat here. I mean, a guy who just beat you for the Republic was going to do it. And YouTube was going to keep quiet.
And break another one.
And the Kick platform is offering Santiago between $400,000 and $550,000 weekly. I don't know if you knew that. What? Just as you just heard, between $450,000 and $550,000 are going to him doing the live streams there. So that, the equivalent of, look at it there. I mean, taking that into account, that's not invention or a bot. That's a communication from them because they proposed the same to Luis. I think he's doing it. So, taking this into account, do you think they're going to give it to Santiago? Gentlemen, the only one in Latin America who has a Guinness record is Santiago, for the love of God.
I believe Speed. I don't believe the FEs. I believe Speed. And Speed wasn't going to say that in his live broadcast in the Dominican Republic. They put more than 1 million boxing robots in there for him to break the record here because he was right next to Santiago. Open. I believe Speed. I don't believe the Fs. I believe Speed.
That's why my boy did it. Calm down. He's going to have a fit.
Jump over him.
No, he's going to have to start running in the gym.
Because he's going to have a fit. He's accumulating energy.
Yes. They accept that they broke the record. They're going to have to give it to Santiago because the boy with so many millions of followers has never been able to connect with more than 300,000 or 200,000 people. So if he now breaks it next to Santiago, which like Julio says, the one who is giving him the run for his money, the one who is giving him the competition, the one who is breaking it, gentlemen, then you are going to have to say that Santiago is above him because he broke the record, because Santiago is Bila.
Yes, because Santiago was next to him. I mean, that. But okay, find me a streamer from here who can do that, who can achieve that. Please find me.
Speed said that they confirmed it from YouTube.
Yeah.
That there was boxing. Speed said it. And Santiago said it to defend himself. Which I don't believe Santiago at all. I don't believe anything you say.
Nothing you say.
You a liar, Santiago.
Yes, but he doesn't need you to believe him either. As I say one thing, I say another. The sun doesn't give a damn about what you think or what you think or what you think.
He said, say no, because the same partner I have on YouTube is yours. Don't compare yourself, Santiago.
Don't compare yourself.
How are you going to compare yourself to a guy who has 54 million subscribers?
That guy is a big league guy, brother.
Come back and ask, cool.
Yeah, but it's true. Everyone knew him.
But it's okay, but everyone who was there, but he's way above Santiago, for God's sakes.
But look how big the thing is. Look how big the thing is. There were people who didn't go to see Santiago. They went to see him and he said it publicly. And I said it, no, I don't consume that. No, I come to see the guy because the guy, he ran and the guy know when people do that stuff. I know when people do that stuff. They were there. Yes. Didn't you see that? Didn't you see that thing?
That little part.
Yes. There were people who went there to see that guy because he has it. We can't deny it. Now, he needed an impeachment, an engagement with someone, and a speech. I mean, he needed someone to guide him in a speech that would resonate with people. Those people who were there were after the FQ. Those people who were there were after the speech. But most of them were after the focus, and the connection was with the focus, Samaki. That's the reality. You may or may not agree with him because there are things about Santiago that I don't agree with, but I share or I don't agree with. But unfortunately, that's the reality. Now, I don't.
Excuse me. Yeah, the reality is also different. Clemente and Pedro. This keeps setting to Santiago Matias. It doesn't matter if they accuse him of bots, of not bots, of having all those organic views, of not buying followers, of whatever, whether positive or negative. Hey, active. Santiago Matias is still the most envied, and everyone wants to work with him. That is to say, this continues to act up despite everything.
Now I ask the following. What need does La Speed have to want to find a sound with Santiago Matias? He doesn't need it because he is far above him. We are talking about Speed having almost no. We are talking about more than 50 million subscribers. Speed is the biggest in the world.
No, Mr. Beast.
No, listen to me.
Streamer. Okay. The thing is,
Yes,
I'll give it to you there.
they are different categories. The biggest YouTuber in the world is Mr. Beast. But Mr. Beast doesn't do live shows.
Right, there you have it.
Santiago belongs to BFE. He belongs to the speed category because speed Santiago has streamed his entire life. Santiago is a streamer. And he has good numbers, guys. He is almost reaching 9 million subscribers. No, I don't think so personally, and I speak for myself. That Speed said that they put boxing in his streaming to hurt Santiago Matias. I do not think that he said this as he said it in order to hurt Santiago. If he said it, it was because it is true.
I think he is washing his hands like Ponte Saifa's pilot. I mean, they were scared and surprised because they saw so many people live something that perhaps he's not used to seeing. So many people, millions of people connected. His team, of course, which is already trained to immediately do an investigation, raise an investigation, realized that there were bots. I repeat, very strange that bots were detected so quickly from one balay to the next Saratal. Okay. Well, and he is simply dissociating the image of Santiago Matias from him. That's what it seemed to me.
The algorithm detects the bot. Right there, Luz, right there. It detects it. I mean, what they do is a measurement, but it detects when there is a quantity, when there's a pattern. What happens is that when there is an average direction, that is, when there is a pattern that is repeated a lot, the algorithm detects it immediately.
Also the peaks. I mean, you tell me that if right now 400,000 people come in right now and in this live YouTube realize now, hey, what is happening?
If there are 400,000 people, at least 5%, 0.5%, 5% have to be giving their opinion. We are talking about between 15 and 20,000 people giving their opinion. I mean, that's when you realize whether or not. So unfortunately, they can want to throw all the mud they want at him. The issue happened and Santiago was there. Forget about the rest. And that's it.
We are done with that issue.